big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, full of points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause I...
Okay, Coach, we are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Miami. 58, come on. Check the out.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready, 525. Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep, Julian Edelman. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They begin with a run by Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Jim.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch left. Tight. Watch left. Hey, we got 4.
368.
Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
You draw caucus.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Ryan. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Aaron Lynch able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jayon Brown. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
We ain't giving up nothing to do. Hey. Under 10. Nice.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. Watch this. Here you go, can. Hands up.
To throw again, Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Goodwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the car. 26.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Finding Williams once more, complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Check three.
Here you go. 93, 50,
This will be Dalton again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Another chance for Dalton. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Grant. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Third and 3.
Mike, Mike 5-4. And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Back.
This is Grant. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Now a give, right side. Grant. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On second down, Freeman. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 50. The 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 17-yard line. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Check right. Check 24. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now on second and 13, Ryan. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Alshon Jeffrey. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Next to score Browns 10, Dolphins 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coach?
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Browns' 15-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Browns 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin, his 21st touchdown of the season. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17. Yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Got it. 58, come on. 58, come on. I'm on. 11. 58, come on. I know he ain't got it. 49, check 49.
From the 31, Ryan. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
39. 36. Hey, 59, ready.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
Come on, let's go. At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Move. 58. Wahoo. Check. Walk 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Right there. Nice. Right there. 54 Mike.
Throwing again. Dalton. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Bravo.
final act of the first half. Dalton, he's going to look deep for Edelman. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And Gold is able to put it through. So we have and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw here, Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him. Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Take four. Hey, switch gears.
They will run with Grant. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Passing, it's Dalton. On the right side, caught by Green. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
80 weapons.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They go back to Grant. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Derwin James, an all-pro as a rookie last year, up from his safety spot to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, South! Go, 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 go! Joker, Joker! Hey, right. Check 31, check 31! Check. Watch the ship, Hey, watch the ship. Good job, let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. This is Freeman. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Get ready. Check nickel. Hey, express.
On the run, Darkwan. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check 52. Check hot route. Check 3. Let him go.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So Dalton now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Dalton, and that's complete. It's Green here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
368. Switch.
Now Dalton. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So now after the touchdown, Dalton will lead them up to go for 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And we're back now here in Cleveland, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They'd hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
39. Check. Let's move.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Gun. Wait. Ready to go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Watch 82. He likes to sneak out late. Watch 82. Mike 50. Hey, Tuesday. Check you. Kill. 21. Kill. You go tight. You got tight. Hey, sprint plans.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Hands up. Lead.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Nice.
Kill.
Here you go. 368. Stop.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
From the gun, Dalton. That's complete to his running back, Grant. It's a gain of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Dalton. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Geno Atkins, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, wide open receiver, complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
General West.
Throwing again, Ryan. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Freeman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Dalton here from the gun. On the left side, a catch by White. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Goodwin able to haul it in. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Motion, I got one.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Grant. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Number 53, Mike 53. Not today, you are. Not today. Check 368. Here you go. 93, 52, 93.
So now Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
20. Hey, South.
Now it's Ryan. He's got a man, complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Ryan now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.